Which ones do they have?
God, I don't know. I swear.
Well, just won't.
It's must game time all the way around. Florida winning 31-14 at the Citrus Bowl tonight. That means it's quite simple. Both teams now have to win their final two games. It can't be done, of course, because Omaha will play Florida in Nebraska, final game of the regular season. And that, in all likelihood, will determine who goes on to play Las Vegas for the championship. Kenny Rice and Paul McGuire here. And the big question was going to be, how would Chris Greisen, starting in place of last season's MVP Brooks Bollinger, do? He answered it pretty fast for Florida.
Chris Greisen said, "Thank you very much. I will show you how to play quarterback," and that is something that he did. I mean, he just lit this place up. He came out for one of the first plays of the game. He drops the ball on the snap, picks it up, and finds a wide open receiver. This young man never panicked the entire time that he played. If there was any question, here it is. He picks the ball up, steps over, finds an open receiver, picks up a first down. I was so impressed with what he did, the way he handled himself. Look at this throw into the end zone. This is one of the harder throws that you can make as a quarterback, into the end zone, into a really tight area. He did that. And then you watch him here, run with the football. I think this is where he kind of shook up Omaha a little bit about their defense, because they were just thinking about, okay, let's keep him in the pocket. Let's not let him out, Kenny. And once he got out, he did well. And then he finds Russell, a wide open receiver. They said they worked on this play during the week. They knew it was going to work. It did. It worked for a touchdown. Just unbelievable watching this young man operate.
One mistake he made, and here it is near the end of the first half, when he is picked off by Jermaine Phillips in the end zone.
Yeah, and it just really didn't matter. Their offense was clicking, their defense was clicking. They really didn't need much from special teams, but everything that they tried to do, they were able to do. And then all of a sudden, Dominic Rhodes in the third quarter decides, you know what, I'll take it 65 yards for a touchdown. And that just blew the game out of proportion.
That made it 21-0, and then Jeff Garcia is picked off here, and Kewan Ratliff takes it in. 5 picks in the last 2 games for Garcia, and that was 28-0, and that was it. If more icing on the cake for them. And Matt Gutierrez comes in. Garcia goes to the sideline. Simply didn't have it tonight, so they try a new quarterback in Omaha.
Well, they had to, and Gutierrez, I thought he threw the ball pretty well. This is a terrific play. Now, Milton, the linebacker for Florida, intercepts the ball in the end zone. This game is over with. Robert Ferguson sees him holding the ball out, goes behind him, knocks the ball out, then recovers the fumble for a touchdown. It's one of the screwiest plays we've seen this entire year.
One of the misleading stats here, passing yards. Omaha got a bunch of those when they're in soft coverage, and it did not matter. More importantly for the Tuskers, Paul, they had a very balanced attack tonight, and they did great on third downs.
Third down is really the key. They were 10 of 15, and they turned the ball over a couple times, but it really didn't matter in the ball game. They dominated this football game from the time they kicked it off until the time the game was over with. They did a great job, Florida.
So now it comes down to this again. Wow, this is a playoff every week, isn't it? I mean, and basically a de facto playoff going on right now. They have to win next week. That's both teams, and that would set them up to meet in Nebraska in 2 weeks on the Omaha surface to see how it goes.
I just think that 2 weeks from now we're going to see these two teams in Omaha, which we are going to see them, and that game is going to be to see who plays Las Vegas in the championship. I really believe that.
There was questions. Could Greisen step in, replacing Bollinger? Would Florida be able to respond against a great Omaha defense? They do in a huge way. 28-0 lead. They wind up winning it 31-14. Both teams tied for second now, 3-3.